Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Dear beloved seekers, from today we are going to start a series of sermons about Buddhism, about enlightenment, about mindfulness and meditations. First of all, I would like to talk about why someone should learn Dhamma, why someone should meditate. When we look at the world, we have needs. A Western scholar named Abraham Maslow had proclaimed a hierarchy of our needs. Basic needs are the first needs we have to achieve. What are they? A place to live, food, and air to breathe. Once someone attain these basic needs, he will get a desire to achieve security needs. That might be a good house or a wall around the house and etc. Once someone gains a security properly, then he is willing to have love needs, someone to be loved, like a wife or husband or children. Once someone achieves these love needs, then he'll like to achieve the financial needs. Now he wants to gain more money. If he gain enough money and once he achieve lots of money and their financial needs are completed, then he is willing to gain esteem needs. And then he wants to become famous in the society. Once he becomes famous in the society, now he needs cognitive needs. That means he wants to gain more knowledge. Once he gains those knowledge, then he is willing to achieve aesthetic needs. He wants to be beautiful. Now he is famous. Now he can't look like old. Now he can't look ugly. So he needs to gain some beauty. After achieving these all needs, the person willing to have a final need called self-actualizing needs. Now he wants to know what is the reality of the life, what I am actually seeking for. If you don't have any need, I have talked before, that means you have not fulfilled the latest need in the below. So, if someone achieved and completed those whole needs, now he is in a problem. What is the reality of the life and what is the reality of the existence? In this situation, there are two ideologies people would take. Those are called Kama Sukhallikkhana Yoga and Atta Kilamatthana Yoga. The first ideology is that person might think gaining all the desires what my mind asks for is the goal of my life. Then he's starting to gain each and everything he desires for. But do you think that he is satisfied with it? I'll do an illustration. You have to imagine like this. If you become a grandson or granddaughter of a past president of our country, and you're living in a palace-like home like the Colombo Museum, and you have enough wealth like 2,000 crores in your bank account, and do you think that you are already fulfilled or satisfied? Just imagine. I tell you, dear seekers, you will not be satisfied. You will not fulfilled. Because why? Let me illustrate this further. Now you are waking up in the morning in a grand chamber of a palace-like home. Then you will think, no, now you have slow mornings, you don't have to go to work or study because you are filthy rich. So you might think sleeping the next 1 or 2 hours will give me satisfaction. Then you might sleep. After 2 hours, 3 hours, you'll understand sleeping is not satisfying me. It is also boring. Then you change the object and seeking for the happiness. Like then you might think, if I go and have the breakfast, that would make me happy. That would make me fulfilled. Then you might have your breakfast. After a few seconds, you'll understand eating a grand breakfast will not satisfy yourself. Then you change again. Then you will then you will think the eating is boring, but if I go to the Colombo Golf Club and play golf, that would make me happy and that would make me satisfied. Then you will try it. You'll play for 1 hour, 2 hours. At the end, it is just a tiredness, it's just a weariness. Then you might think, oh, this is not satisfying me, but if I go shopping in the best shopping mall in the country, so then you will go for shopping. But after a few hours or after a few minutes, you'll realize doing shopping also not satisfying yourself. If you don't understand this, because still you have unfulfilled desires. But if you fulfill all the desires of yours, you'll suddenly understand nothing can satisfy yourself. Lord Buddha has proclaimed 3 dangers of the desires. What are they? First one, the idealistic enjoyment of a desire is already less than the realistic enjoyment. Before we gain something, we think about those desires and the moments like so exquisite. But once we gain it, there is nothing. There is no happiness as I expected, isn't it? As an example, before you get married, you are thinking about your marriage. Like, once I get in my wedding day, that would be a very wonderful time and it will be amazing. All the relatives gather and they'll see me like a bride or a groom. But please recall, once you face to that moment, do you have the same satisfaction? Did you have the same fulfillment? Did you have the same happiness that you expected before? No. Always our desire, our idealistic enjoyment will not become a true in reality. It's always, it will not tally. That is the first danger of all the desires of ours. Let's take some examples and discern it by yourself. If someone like to attain the mental peace and the satisfaction and the liberation, the enlightenment, he should firstly understand there is no desire, there is no happiness in this world can fulfill me, can satisfy me. That is the ultimate truth in our life. We expect something exquisite, but there is no enjoyment as we expected in any of our desires. The second danger is all the desires are like a mirage. You know, a mirage? When it's a sunny day, we see some kind of water in front of the road. But once we reach there is nothing. But again we think, there is no water. But if I reach that place, there will be water. Aren't we? Our desire is also like that. Once we gain one desire, once we fulfill one desire, there is nothing as I expected. But we forget that and again think, there is no satisfaction, but if I gain the next thing, I'll be satisfied. That is the nature of our desires. The third danger is, at the end of the day, all the desires are just a tiredness. All the desires are just a stress and suffering. That is the ultimate truth in the life. If we think about this life very deeply, if we think about this existence, the reality of the existence very deeply, we'll understand the all activities are just a stress and suffering. All the activities are just a weariness, tiredness, and nothing else. What are the activities? Lord Buddha has proclaimed as the ultimate truth of our life is sabbe sankhara dukkha. All the preparations are suffering. If we comprehend very deeply, all the physical activities are just a tiredness at the end of the day. Even you do partying, or if you go for a vacation trip, finally it is just a tiredness, nothing else. But you must have a good wisdom to understand this. And all the verbal activities also just a stress and a tiredness at the end. All the mental activities also just a tiredness. We are changing the objects of physical activities, verbal activities, and mental activities, and we are seeking for happiness, seeking for satisfaction, seeking for a fulfillment. But we will never be able to achieve any kind of happiness, any kind of satisfaction or fulfillment by changing the objects. If you think that the physical verbal activities will satisfy me because of you are not fulfilled yet, you are not fulfilled your own desires, But if you had the idealistic life of yours, you will suddenly understand there is nothing as I expected. You might have examples in your life. Before you buying a new phone, you'll think buying a new phone or new house or new vehicle will fulfill me, will satisfy me. There must be an exquisite feeling. But once you reach there, did you have the same satisfaction, same fulfillment as you thought before? No, because that is the reality. Whatever we do, whatever we expect, the satisfaction always fleeting. This is the first thing one should understand before start the path of liberation. This Buddhism is actually a viewpoint of a royal prince about the life. How a royal prince look into this existence and the life. If you have everything you are desired for, you'll realize nothing will satisfy me. If we illustrate the life of Prince Siddhartha, just imagine with me. Now he is waking up in the morning with Princess Yashodhara. According to these scriptures, Princess Yashodhara is the most beautiful woman in that era. So he'll be with her for 1 hour, 2 hours. After that, being with the most beautiful woman is just boring. Then he must seeking for the happiness and satisfaction with something else, like have a massage, have a bath, and go to the villages and the town and see his people, go for a horse ride. But each and everything, finally, just a tiredness and just boring. This is the reality of the whole existence. If you really need to start the path of liberation, path of enlightenment, the first thing you have to comprehend is there is nothing in this world can satisfy me, can fulfill me, can give me the ecstasy what I am seeking for. You already have the examples in your life. I don't have to tell each and every one to you, don't I? Just imagine, just discern your own experiences and understand. Before gaining something, I always thinking for an ecstasy, but once I reach, there is nothing as I expected. Each and every desire is like that. If you really experience some of these experiences, some of these fulfillment of desires, you can understand the rest. Then, once you practice this Kama Sukha Likhana Yoga, that means once you try to give all the desires, fulfill all the desires what your mind asks for, one day you'll realize this is not an answer. Whatever I do, whatever desire I fulfill, I gain, I can't find the ecstasy, satisfaction and fulfillment. After understanding this, some of wise people chose the path of Atta Kilamatthana Yoga. In this Atta Kilamatthana Yoga, what they are doing is, they think fulfilling desires is useless. So I'll stop fulfilling my desires and I will make suffer my body and the mind. Once my body and the mind is suffering, then I can find the satisfaction and fulfillment. So, some people practice that also. After practicing this Atta Kilamatthana Yoga, again, they'll understand, because our Lord Buddha, Prince Siddhartha, has practiced the Kama Sukha Likkhana Yoga in his whole day life, and the Atta Kilamatthana Yoga for 6 years, and he understood fulfilling desires also useless. Suffer the body and mind is also useless. Then he understood the happiness, the satisfaction and fulfillment is not rely on fulfilling or relinquishing our desires. The problem is in our thinking pattern. The problem is in our way of thinking. It is a problem in our mind. What we have to correct by understanding the reality. So he chose the Madhyama Pratipada, the middle path. So dear ones, in today's program, I'm emphasizing you to discern your own desires and understand each and every one. I'm not asking you to relinquish all your goals and the desires. I'm not. I'm just asking you to realize the reality of your life and the desires. In the upcoming sermons, we are going to explain meditation techniques, mindfulness, and how someone can attain Nibbana in this very life. So today, I'm making the foundation, the very foundation of liberation, of Nibbana. That is, danger of sensual pleasures. You should understand with your own experiences, whatever you gain, whatever you expect, nothing can satisfy you, nothing can match to your idealistic enjoyment. So take examples, live your life with understanding this. Do not seek for the satisfaction in anywhere. Because this is the problem of the very human nature. This is the issue why people have family problems. Once someone looks like very exquisite, after few days, few months and few years, he or she become useless. Because why? That is the human nature. We can't blame anyone in the world. That's why Lord Buddha has proclaimed dukkho patittito loko. This world is on suffering. This world made for suffer. That's the reality. You do each and everything for seeking happiness, seeking satisfaction. But I invite you all to do whatever you like, but always remember and always discern these three dangers of sensual pleasures. This is the first foundation of your path of liberation. First, the unmatch of your idealistic enjoyment and the reality. Then, mirage of desires. Third, at the end of the day, all the activities are just a tiredness, just a weariness, just a fatigue. If you understand this, if you discern this reality, in the next upcoming month, you'll have a vast maturity in your life. So I invite you all to start your path of liberation right now, right today. And I bless you all to be happy, healthy, and have a peaceful long life with the blessings of Noble Triple Gems.